Severe thunderstorms are expected in parts of New South Wales, as a low generates heavy rain in southeast Australia and troughs trigger showers in Queensland, the Northern Territory and Western Australia. Damaging winds and rain that may lead to flash flooding are forecast for the NSW Mid-North Coast, Illawarra and South Coast, the Bureau of Meteorology BOM warned this morning. The area between Bega and Nowra could receive more than 150 millimeters of rain, with widespread totals of up to 100 millimeters elsewhere. Melbourne could get a possible shower late today, with rain also forecast for Victoria's north, southwest and central regions, according to the BOM. Early morning walkers at Manly Beach before the deluge hits. Josh Martin 9 News. Manly Beach has been closed ahead of the pending storm. Josh Martin 9 News. There is also a high chance of showers in Brisbane, with a possible thunderstorm, and similar forecasts for the Gold and Sunshine Coasts. Darwin will possibly receive a storm, while Alice Springs will be partly cloudy, Perth clear and Broome partly cloudy, with showers in some Pilbara and Kimberley towns. Meanwhile, high pressure is keeping most of Tasmania, South Australia and parts of Western Australia dry. The view of the storm looking from Bellumbie towards northern Illawarra on the NSW South Coast. Jaden Webster 9 News. Southeast Australia's wet weather is continuing after a weak low-pressure trough already dumped much-needed rain in NSW's east at the weekend, and a cool change arrived in NSW and Victoria. NSW's forecast rain is due to a Tasman low forecast to spin up late on Monday, WeatherZone's Drew Casper Richardson said. At the weekend, heavy falls were recorded in Sydney's coastal suburbs, with Rose Bay receiving 61 millimeters by 9 a.m. yesterday and Randwick getting 59 millimeters. The low is forecast to trek southeast across the state on Monday and rapidly intensify off the south coast later in the day, Mr. Casper Richardson said. Heavy rain is sweeping over parts of New South Wales. Bureau of Meteorology. Much of the central and eastern parts of the state will see some good rainfall totals, with severe thunderstorms a risk as well. The highest totals are expected to be in the southeast, with widespread falls of 3,040 millimeters, with higher isolated falls likely, potentially up to about 150 millimeters. The worst of the weather will depend on exactly where the low is positioned and where it moves. The strongest winds and heaviest rain will be just to south of low's center. Wind gusts could reach 80,100 kilometers per hour about exposed parts of the coast. Rain is forecast for multiple Australian states. WeatherZone. However, the wild weather will be short-lived as the low travels quickly away over the Tasman, so conditions are expected to ease by tomorrow, Mr. Casper Richardson said. A high-pressure ridge will then bring settled conditions for much of the state, he said. At the weekend, NSW, Victorian and Tasmanian residents shivered through unusually cold temperatures, with Sydney recording its coolest November day in 11 years, just reaching 17°C, according to WeatherZone senior meteorologist Brad Dutchke. A Sydney sider left, and cricket umpire Sean Craig at the Hurstville Oval battle rain. 9 NEWS, AAAPON. Saturday, the Tasmanian town of Sheffield recorded its coldest November night in more than 50 years at 0.2°C. The NSW town of Narrandera recorded its coldest November night in 45 years at 3.1°C, and the Victorian town of Tullamarine recorded its coldest November night in 19 years at 3.2°C, according to WeatherZone. The last time a November weekend failed to pass into the 20s in New South Wales was in 2006, with WeatherZone. Copyright 9 Digital Thai Limited 2017.